Damn it, I hate all these goddamn adverts on Metro. British woman accused of, goddamn it, 15 million cocaine plots, or she was carrying cash. So another one provided by the Metro people. There she is. It's not even the same person. Looking at this picture, this is the same person, but it's not the same person. On the left, got the makeup on. On the right is her true form. Anyway, let's read this article, people. Let's read this article. My lord, look at it. Look, I just can't believe that the contrast. The left is the lie, and on the right is the goddamn truth. Look at the right picture. That's the truth right there. Look at the truth. That is the truth. The goddamn truth. And on the left right there, people, you see that? You see her with the glasses on, looking cute, skin all smooth. All of that makeup is a lie. Goddamn lie. Anyway, let's begin narrating. So a British beautician facing decades behind bars after being accused of smuggling cocaine into the US from Mexico has insisted she believes she was only carrying bags of cash across the border. Yeah, people, when I saw this, smuggling cocaine into the US from Mexico, yeah, she's finished. We ain't seen her again. American people, deal with her accordingly. We don't want her back in the United Kingdom of Great Britain. We don't want her back, people. American people, deal with her. Goddamn round of applause. Deal with her, man. You caught her, deal with her. Anyway. So Kim Hall, 28, from Middlesbrough, was arrested after Homeland Security agents intercepted and the loading suitcases at Chicago's O'Hare International Airport in August. Investigators unzipped them and found 43 kilograms of cocaine stuffed inside, worth a staggering 15 million. Now facing up to 60 years in prison, Kim pleaded, "I'm not a bad person. I've never been in trouble in my life. I'm not guilty of what they are accusing me of." So okay then. She's playing dumb right now because she knows that she's finished. She's finished. So what would you do? So she didn't know. Didn't you know that you had bags of cash? If you didn't know you didn't have bags of cash, that must mean you didn't go to Starbucks and you didn't order yourself a goddamn cappuccino. God damn it. 60 years in a US prison. No thank you. Anyway, the beautician claimed she was offered a free holiday in Cancun by two British men he had befriended on an earlier getaway, but by the end of her week-long stay, she says they asked her to take two suitcases carrying 250,000 home with her. So is this girl dumb? Obviously, she's not dumb because no one is that naive in the world to meet people that you never... Basically, it says here she met two British men on an earlier getaway. So I'm gonna assume that these two men aren't lifelong friends, or they could be, but it seems like from just reading the article, I'm assuming they weren't lifelong friends. So you got these two men that just came up to you and said to you, "Yo, carry these two suitcases full of cash, bring it home to Britain. Trust me, no one's gonna say nothing. You're gonna be all right." And she was like, "Yep, I'm gonna take these two suitcases that's got 250,000 cash in them, and I'm gonna take it home to the United Kingdom of Great Britain." People, is that a believable story that someone... Would you believe that two men just came up to you and said, "Take these two suitcases with cash in them back home and everything's gonna be all right"? No one's gonna believe that bullshit. Anyway, Excuse my goddamn French. So she goes, I agreed to it because there was no reason not to. It was just money and I didn't see anything wrong in it. Is this girl's 28, you know? Look at her. She's 28 years old. Two men came up to her and said, take 2 suitcases full of cash home. And she's in her brain. She's goes, there's nothing wrong with it. Everybody that knows that bloody take flights know there's limits. I'm pretty sure there's limits to the amount of cash that you can carry. If I'm wrong, come in the comments and tell me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure there's a limit to amount of cash you can carry. I'm pretty sure that's the case. So in her brain, she thought that 2 suitcases full of cash won't be a problem. Why couldn't it be transferred into the bank account? Couldn't she ask herself that? No, because she's a dumb bitch. And I say bitch respectfully, ladies, sorry. But she described events taking a sinister turn when she missed her first 2 flights out. One because of a mix-up over times and another because she didn't have an electronic US visa. She claims the 2 men started threatening her because they thought I was trying to avoid taking the suitcases. One of them dragged me off the bed by my hair and held a handgun to my head, Kim said. He said, I fucking shoot you. It was the most frightening thing I ever experienced. I was screaming at them to let me go. Let me go. No, I don't want to take cash. I thought I was going to end up dead if I don't carry this money. Anyway, the peril of her situation finally sunk in as she watched the agents unpack the cases before putting her in handcuffs. Kim said she was so hysterical, upset and confused that she asked one officer if America still has the death penalty. Her dad, John, has previously spoken out to insist her daughter is guilty only of stupidity and naivety. Yes, she's stupid, and if you done the crime, people, you gotta do the goddamn time. Like, fuck about and find out, right? American people, isn't it fuck about and find out? British people, isn't it fuck about and find out? European people, isn't this fuck about and find out? God damn it. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. What's your thoughts on this anyway? Do you think she's innocent? Or do you think she was complicit? I feel like she knew fully well what she was getting herself into. I think she knew these guys. Maybe she's a bit naive, but maybe she was hung up or had a thing. I reckon she probably had a thing for one of the guys. I think one of the guys was giving her that pipe. I bet you she was getting piped down by one of the guys. And one of the guys was like, you know what? Hey, take these suitcases for us. There's only cash inside. Unbeknownst to her, there's cocaine in it. But anyway. People, that's her goddamn fault.